Yo, thank y'all for tuning in. We live and direct at Street Talk Media, man. Let me give a shout out to my intro, Just Paul, okay, Foon Show, a couple of DC's finest right there. So thank everybody for tuning in. This is Street Talk Media Podcast. Make sure y'all like, comment, and subscribe. You already know the drill. I'm Little E, and I got one of my big dog guests with me today. Okay, straight from DC with me, of course. K Dog, live and direct in the building. K, what's up with you, soldier?
Hey, one thing, I'm straight from DC, but you got to be in front of my DC. You hear me?
Huh?
Gotta put that. Born and raised in the city all my life. Played by the these city all my. You know what I'm saying? I'm 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 proud to be a guest on your show.
I appreciate it too, big dog. I appreciate it, man. I just be trying to do what everybody else doing as far as trying to inform the public a little bit, small little things. All positive, of course. We don't try to focus on a lot of negativity for real. But that's why I'm glad to have you on and be able to share this platform with you because we got a few things to go over today for sure.
Yeah, we do. No doubt.
Lord something. Look, first of all, me and you already know we had talked earlier in the weeks, and we definitely wanted to try to have wifey on as far as your wife, because that's what the first conversation was about, and having her on because I try to cater to the women on this platform. First of all,
Correct.
and a lot of the girls that deal with me, they already know that, and women that's came across my path, they know that. So we try to stay catering to the women first of all, and then second, she's apparently um, a phenomenal woman when it comes to
No doubt.
business, which
No
you was
doubt.
telling me because she a chef, and
Correct.
I can kind of vouch for you. I can kind of vouch for you a little bit because you had kind of put me on to a little bit of her situation. And some of her foods, how she getting down, and man, I gotta tell you, she definitely got something on her hands, as far as an independent business, cause she looked real official, for sure.
She the
So
real.
I wanted to give
She the
her a
real.
shout out, and
Yeah.
just to tell her, congratulations, and keep going, and we gonna keep promoting you, and try to get you as much success as possible. So man, run it down for me right quick, K.
Man, thanks for having me. You supposed to get my my better half, but she mad at me today. Like any plug, when a plug mad at you, they mad at you. She's the real kitchen plug. Like when a plug, they fucking mad at you. They get at Rad, he act like a plug. No, for real. He's a real kitchen
She the real
she
plug
act
for real,
real plug for real. She
man.
was when you first everything was looking. If the plug ain't right, ain't nothing right.
Well, it's all good. Even though she couldn't make it on, we gonna have her on the next time so she can represent. But it's all good. You gonna hold it down. We see the merchandise right there. So
Yeah.
the kitchen plug live and direct, y'all. If y'all don't know the kitchen plug, go check her out on the IG, okay, and make sure y'all follow her and check out her page. And Kay, run down the page. What's her IG stuff?
KC for plug. KC underscore kitchen plug.
KC underscore kitchen plug. Okay, okay, and just
And
so the people can.
the people called her food restaurant ready. She never made a. The people said she had designer food. She never called food designer food. You know, these are all from the people. If
Mm,
you ever taste her, you never kitchen K underscore kitchen plug. It's like nothing else. If you had milk and honey, acacia, all those, the kitchen plug is on steroids. The kitchen plug ain't playing. If you had maestro, kitchen plug ate at all top and don't like to eat at them places. Be like, look at me, be like, to cook yourself.
uh-huh.
Yeah,
Shout out to the kitchen plug live and direct. Y'all go check her. And
watch.
so
You know what I'm saying? Tune in.
early.
To see
so what's should we? I don't want to get into your personal K, but what's going on, man? Why the hell you pissed the kitchen plug off, man? Why you piss her off, bro?
man, um, social media. You know,
Damn, the social
she's
media.
yeah, she's a private person. K not, and K shouldn't be on Instagram. I can admit that. But if you got a girl and y'all trying to establish a relationship, whatever, even y'all need to share. Girl, don't be on social media.
That's what you think?
If if a person trying to run a private relationship, nothing can be eating. Period.
You right? You said what? Nothing can be private on the social media for real.
Right. If you're a private, you can't be private on social media. It's nowhere in the world you can
Only
be
to a
private.
certain extent, right? Only to a certain extent.
Yeah,
It can only be so
if you,
but so private.
yeah.
Yeah, for sure, for sure. And damn, so I got you. So right, you got her kind of pissed off about some social media stuff. I mean, was it what you doing, man? You on the social media acting a fool, or you just handling business or something?
I'm just acting a fool, part of my shit. Yeah, whatever could get the next, I be popping my shit for the plug, but just the food gonna get food speak for itself. He told me just to be quiet and let the food talk. Be that talking.
Yeah, pop. Keep the
You
social
know how
media popping for
got
the plug.
plug back get all out of control? When you got plug back and you all out of control, that's me.
Man, you didn't went too far on something, man.
But the kitchen plug though.
You went too far for the kitchen plug. Well, especially if she kind of private, then I mean certain things. I can agree. She probably maybe she don't want up there, or maybe she don't want. I guess you doing maybe certain things. I don't know. Look, I'm gonna tell you, my wife. She tell me a lot of times that I embarrass her. That I embarrass her because I'm like an outgoing person. You already know that, and just like how
Mhm.
me and talking and connected. So sometimes she tell me that I'm kind of embarrassing, because I'm kind of loud. Maybe we out certain places, and I know people, and I like to talk to people, stuff like that. So, and she kind of quiet. She real quiet for real. You know what I mean? So I kind of get that a little bit. Maybe she, what I mean. Maybe we do we do the most sometimes, and what I mean, because they so private and quiet. It's like, right, maybe we embarrassing them a little bit. Maybe that's
Right,
what it was.
right.
I understand that though. I understand that, and then by that being said, K, that really bring us to the topic at hand, because I really wanted to talk about tonight as far as the social media, and as far as the women per se, okay, because even though we got our flaws on the social media as well, a lot of times the women, they really out front with it. Right there on Front Street with it, and I've seen a little like a few altercations with World Star posting up couple clips and some certain little clips that end up on YouTube or the social networks that the guy is literally beefing with his girl because she's on the OnlyFans, or that's his woman and she's on the social networks like showing her body. She in bathing suits or whatever has it, and might be in certain poses doing that stuff, but the whole time she got a man at home. You feel me? So that's really what I was kind of basing the topic off tonight. And how should, I guess, the man feel if maybe he does have a woman like that, or just like your case, bruh, you got a woman and she's on the social networks handling business though, on on a flip side, not really showing her body or getting coins like that. She's a chef, so she's putting her chef skills out on the market, of course, to bait clients and get her situation off the ground. So it's a whole nother, it's a different story. You know what I mean? So how you feel about, as far as that situation, and in the women that have obviously men and they still on the social networks doing their thing.
Far as like the men dealing with the females OnlyFans, but they met them women with the OnlyFans page when they subscribed to OnlyFans and liked the picture, right?
You probably right about that.
So
That's a good point.
yeah, what was going to change just because they met? He met her that way. I don't be understanding guys that, you know what I'm saying?
Right. You hitting that
For
on the,
real.
and that's real right there. That's real because we do know a lot of cases that, especially that we done seen from strip club action. And these
That's
and these dudes be trying to change these girls from being in the strip club, or maybe being who they are, or trying to get them off of what they doing at the time. And the whole time is like you said, they met them while they was doing that stuff. You
exactly.
right about that, bruh. That is a lot of cases. That is a lot of cases. I think that I think that it work on both sides of the table, only if uh a woman is dealing with a man. I think that might be like, say he one of them pretty boys, maybe he got a model type of body or something, and maybe he on the social networks showing
Got
his body, and he
got
doing the
got
most like that. You know what I mean? So for a woman that's dealing with a man that's doing something like that, that's kind of far in between. It probably is some girls that's dealing with dudes like that, but it seemed like that's far in between because most of the time we see the girls on Front Street
But
giving it
guess what?
up like that. We
But
don't, I don't really see, and I ain't like I'm looking for it, but you know what I mean? I don't really see certain things like that with the dudes. It's like,
I
uh,
can tell you this, that girl who messing with that dude who doing that, she got it bad.
you know, and
Because
to me, it's like the same thing if they dealing with that.
who she gonna talk to? She like the one of many. I ain't never think about that. Not that I'm looking myself, but you make a point. You make a good point.
Yeah, and that's like the only comparison I could give to that, because other than that, women really gotta have proof that we on the social networks DMing girls or doing the most You really gotta have proof of that type of stuff. And if
Oh
dude
no,
ain't
my wife, my wife tell me, she said, "Give me your phone," and guess what I do? I hand it over. I ain't. I'm not. I don't be erasing nothing up. I don't do no sneaky stuff. It'll all come back. I just hand it to her. Somebody tell me,
yo,
look, somebody call me. I tell
yeah,
her,
cause
hey, something come up later. I'm like, remember I told you that? She's like, yeah, I remember. As long as I'm telling the truth and like, you know what I'm saying? We
yo,
built our friend, we built our relationship on friendship, honesty, loyalty. Yeah. We've been together 21 years, better than 99.
damn, bruh, that's a long time.
Yeah. And
Yeah,
been
that's
married.
serious. Most marriages don't even get to that level. I mean, people that's married don't even, they don't even get to that level a lot of times. So,
That's been my friend since 99. Like, friend. Like when my right hand man had died in 2001, me and her were in Vegas. She became my best friend. When he died, she became my. So it's like my.
right, right, yeah, that's deep right there. That's deep. So, right, I mean, y'all been together for a real long time. That's a
Yeah.
bond. That's a real bond right there, for real. And even if she mad at you like right now, like y'all done put in way too many years. So that's like how I feel with me and my wife. And it's like, you gonna go through little beefs, you know what I mean, and little stuff. But that it is what it is, So
She's
it ain't no reason to
one
get
of
to
her
get
husbands.
crazy after just for something like that, some small stuff.
Did you hear me?
What you say, bro?
I said she's mad right now. But I know what she want of her husband. Yeah, that's what I'm trying to fulfill.
Right, right, right. Yeah, and that's the best thing. That's the best thing any of us can do. That and you got a girl that's like that hold you down, and she worth it. If she,
Like that, man.
you feel
I'm telling
me?
you. Guess what? She's a vegetarian, so she cook, clean, eat clean. She make organic vegetables. Like I never seen nobody who pay attention to food. Do like don't even cook chicken because so much you got to do
That's
the
crazy.
chicken. And guess what? I said when I seen her clean that chicken the way she did, I know ain't nobody clean the chicken like this. I don't eat chicken no more. Shit. And I stopped eating chicken watching her clean the chicken, and I did not even have a clue chicken was so dirty. And you got to do all that shit to chicken. She was there cutting the head. No, she was cleaning and cutting the heads of the chicken for 2 hours before she cooked it.
What?
That's how.
Dang.
Yeah,
Oh, so
yeah,
she getting down like that?
yeah, bro. If she ever make you chicken, you better act like man. Jesus
Oh,
made it.
oh yeah. Oh, so man, bruh. So she. I mean, that's the purest form right there. That's the most like when you get it and hit it like that, and
Yeah,
yay, and cook it up with
yeah.
yo. Nah, I ain't never seen that or ate chicken like that. Like that's that fresh, bruh. That's that fresh. Nah.
Now to make it 100 different ways. You should have named her the salmon, but yeah, she's definitely the sure.
Yo, that's crazy, bruh. So yeah, you got a winner. You got a winner chicken dinner for real. So now it's definitely worth keeping, and doing what you doing. If she mad, then we try to fix it. That's all it is to it. Solutions. You feel me? So I'm on the same shit. But back to the topic, and it's like for the women that's not really showing that type of respect, for their dudes as far as the social network game. You know what I mean? And if you with somebody that's obviously you respect, and I'm talking about the women specifically, ladies, because if you with a man that you really respect, then it would definitely be a limitation to how you presenting yourself. as far as how much skin you showing and certain things like that. Especially in certain circumstances. Okay, and a lot of times the social network is not a place that, if you're not that type of girl, then you don't want to be really just posting anything on the social networks like that, because a lot of times they forget that they can't erase a lot of this stuff that they put up there. You know what I'm saying? And it's like, if you really digging your man like that and feeling a certain way about your peoples and your situation, then it's like you would try to show a little bit more respect. Not just to him, but for yourself as well. You know what I mean? Because that shit is for millions and millions of people to see. And if the women really think that if you with a man that's gonna hold you down and do anything for you, then he don't want his woman all over the social networks like that for millions of random people to see. And you know what I mean? So it's a level of respect. And I think the respect is also lacking. By that being said, I think the respect is actually lacking because I don't really think a lot of the women that's actually doing this stuff, I think it's for their personal, obviously, their personal gain, their personal clout. And a lot of times you gotta be you still gotta be smart to know how to make money off of those type of situations. Okay, I'm talking about like the Instagrams, okay. Some of these little platforms that's let's put it out there, even the OnlyFans and stuff like that. A lot of this is a facade. A lot of to me, it's a facade. A lot of the girls think that like this is going to save their life with the little change that they can maybe get from this type of stuff, and the whole time the whole time, you really not gonna get yourself probably a husband or somebody to really settle down with probably at the end. Um, once that time runs out and you tired of dealing with that type of stuff, maybe. Um, and the girls end up finding themselves in a situation that because you didn't have the respect for the man earlier in your days, earlier in your time, now the man don't have the respect for you now. Now the tables have turned. You know what I'm saying? Because they was doing that while they're a certain age. But after they finally get past that age that they doing a lot of this stuff that the girls is looking their best, and they they got the world in their hands, because of their beauty maybe, and anything else, that they find themselves that they done ran out of time during that period that you really wasn't showing the respect to a man that you might have had or you probably could have had, because you was doing the most probably on the social networks or whatever has it, OnlyFans or anything else. But then as soon as you got past that point, and then you trying to finally get a dude and maybe settle down, then see how the tables turn, and now the dude don't have the respect for you, like you ain't have the respect for the dude at one time. You see what I'm saying? You see what I'm saying, Kate?
Yeah, 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 no doubt. So look, how do the respect level?
I ain't hear you one more time.
How do one get the respect level back?
Well, as far as the woman,
Yeah.
Well, shoot, for real, it's very hard to get that type of respect back from I think from a man's point of view, from our standpoint and how we look at women that uh we would want to marry, that we would want to settle down with, that type of situation. And for the woman, it's hard to get that type of respect probably for the man after Kaden went out on me after so I'm gonna keep it moving. So it's gonna be hard for the women and ladies. I'm gonna talk to y'all because it definitely could be hard to get that type of respect back. From maybe the men that you trying to get or that you want to have at that point in your life. And if you are one of them that was, you know, doing the most, you got a lot of stuff out on the social medias, on the social media. I'm talking about, risque stuff. And it's all good for the meantime, but again, if you trying to settle down maybe eventually with somebody, um, I've heard a lot of people say that it's hard to remove a lot of that stuff. And if you don't have a man that's willing to, um, you know, uh, deal with that stuff that you maybe already had out there, then again it might be hard for you to try to seal the deal with the type of dude that you looking for. If he not feeling that type of stuff. Okay, you back with me, soldier?
Gotcha. Where we was at?
So I was just giving a point of view from a man's point, and we was talking about if the women can get the respect back that maybe have put themselves out there on the social media like that, and I was just saying I think it's hard maybe for them to get the respect back from the type of guy that they probably want, the type of guy they probably trying to get at that time, at where they at in their life. And I think it'll be hard for them to probably get that respect back if they did a lot on the social media at one point, especially if this stuff can't be erased and anybody can go see it. What you think about it?
I mean, Paris Hilton ain't lose her respect. She's still man. Right?
I know, man. You right. but they
So it
celebrities
only takes
too.
money. So it only takes money for everybody to make like if you got money, everything is okay. Basically, because that's what it seems like.
You might have a point with that, bruh.
Whoever controls the bankroll controls everything. So that's what it seems like.
Yeah, I had to agree with that at the same time. It
Because
seemed like the money do
when you got
change a
that
little bit.
bankroll, you don't hear all that nagging. You don't hear all that stuff that you hear when you don't when you got that bankroll. You don't hear all that stuff that you hear when you ain't got.
Now you talking from the man's point of view or the woman? Because right with the man, if you got the bank, then right, a lot of stuff does cease.
Exactly.
Right. But as far as the women, if she got the bankroll,
Well, we see that every day. We see that every day.
right.
Your man them go pick up his girl from the job. We see that every day.
So
All those guys, man, and they girl tapping them all the way in.
right. That's what I'm saying. From a dude's perspective, if we got the bag, then right for sure, a lot of stuff ceases in a way. You might not have to deal with but so much, right? When you if you got the money, for sure. Yeah, for sure. It's a have you heard of Kevin Samuels?
Unfortunately, I have.
It's a dude named Kevin Samuels. He all over the social networks, Uh,
All I do is post. I don't read nobody's stuff. All I do is post.
okay, and so no, he's just I think he's like an advocate for men. Just from men's point of view on certain things, especially when it comes to the women. And that's all I was bringing him up on.
Oh, we got an advocate. Okay. What's his name? Kevin Samuels?
Yeah,
I'm gonna look him up.
he actually an advocate for the dudes.
I'm gonna look
And
him up.
really be putting it down. And just giving the women, another perspective from our point of view. You know what I mean? So they can see things how we kind of look at it. And it's just going back to what we was just talking about with the man having the money and the woman having the money. You know what I mean? And like in the state in the state of mind that we in right now, as far as a lot of things have changed for the women, and they can get jobs that's basically feeding their families. They're
Yeah.
building careers off of these
Call him
so the women are getting to the bag. They getting to the money in a real way right now.
quick.
Yeah. So from your point of view, do you think that the roles are reversing when it comes to the man that used to be making all the money? You know what I mean? But now it's like a lot of women are almost taking over them roles. Uh, do you kind of see that now and how everything is?
Of course we see that. Of
For sure.
course it's made it that way.
Yep.
Accident. Of course.
You said it, that ain't by accident, huh?
That's not a chance or accident. It's going on. The women are more. They are. You see them. You see them.
Yeah. And it's not hard to see. It's not hard to see right now. Um, but look, let me ask you this, Kay, because I've been through a situation once before that I dealt with a female boss, and I was at a big position at the time, and I'm working like some corporate type of situation because I'm a heating and air conditioning technician. I know how to do heating and air conditioning. Went to school and everything. So I'm certified. A lot of people don't know that about me. And I'm running like four commercial properties at one time. Okay, and I had a female boss, and it seemed like with the roles being changed of how we're talking about with a lot of women getting certain jobs and now being able to getting some real serious careers. I seen that I I don't think that some women know how to deal with the power. Okay, when it comes to certain being in certain positions. And I'm only saying that only because of how the times have literally changed. Most women was not in these positions years ago and once before, and we know that. That's a fact. So that's what I'm basing this off of. And now that the roles have kind of switched as far as the women are able to get these type of jobs that are good careers and stuff like that now, I don't think that a lot of them know how to deal with the power structure of them actually being a power in these corporate places. Because, and I'm only giving you my personal experience that what I went through, and it seemed like this woman took her power as far as she could possibly take it. Okay, and and really not even be accountable for certain things that a boss should be accountable for if certain things happen. Okay, not just good things, bad things. And you know how like shit always run downhill. You know what I mean? That type of scenario, that type of saying. And it seemed like I got the bad end of the stick, unfortunately. Um, and I'm just again giving my personal, and it's like just from this one occasion, I just was feeling like if I had a man as a boss, it could have been talked about or leveled out a whole nother way other than how a female would carry the situation.
Gotta give us a little more, man. Gotta give us a little
So so because because men because men we already know we have certain boundaries with each other. Okay? Because men know if we talk to each other a certain way, things can escalate real fast. We know that. Right. Especially especially when you're talking about alphas, alpha men. Okay, not two simps or not two okay
more.
betas, not beta men.
Got,
Okay, so that's why alpha men keep it on a level with each other, especially as grown men, and we understand certain things. So we try to keep things on a certain level so it doesn't escalate. Okay, because we already know if it escalates, it might not end well. Okay, women don't understand that a lot of times, especially when they talk to men, alpha men especially. Okay,
so, do
okay,
you have one in your place?
huh?
Somebody put you in your place. You the boss.
You feel me? You feel me?
Go
Okay,
ahead. Sorry for
so
breaking you up.
that's really all I'm talking about because the level of respect is not there when it comes to certain women being bosses.
They do think just because they're your boss, that means talk to you crazy. That mean you can talk to me crazy. You my boss. You still as a man.
So
Somebody
that's what I'm saying, bruh.
you are. You hear me?
That's what I'm talking about. Now it seemed like all of a sudden they got a position and you got some money. Now you grew balls. Now all of a sudden you grew balls. You know what I'm saying? And now you got masculine energy.
Oh no, no. I think that's growing ball. That's becoming into the that they want to be or something. That's they grew them balls.
Well, to me, it's like they growing balls all of a sudden if they can think they can talk to a man like that or a certain way,
They talking to
and not have any consequences behind it, obviously.
their employee like that. Man, they don't look at you like a look at
So that's what I'm talking about, and that's a major problem, bruh. You know that, Kay? That's a major problem when it comes to something like that, and that's why I had to give the example of men talking to each other a certain way, even on a business level. When you behind them corporate walls, it's still gonna be a certain level of respect because it already know if this can end very badly for the both of us. And we can just say for the both of us because who knows what can happen. Even if it's just jail. You feel me? It still can end bad regardless. So it's the women have to understand there's still a level of respect when they have these type of positions. Okay, and that's really all that I was really just getting, just basing upon with that situation right there in that scenario. You know what I mean? But I think that the roles have reversed a little bit when it comes to the women bringing in the money, and then the man bringing in the money as far as relationship wise, and you know, I think is too much masculine energy as far as the woman when it comes to her making money. Because just because you making money and getting paid do not mean that you have to show masculine energy. You can still be in your feminine and be a woman, you feel me, and still make a lot of money. Like, why should that change, what I'm saying, who you are? You feel me?
Gotcha.
So and I ain't going to stay on it long because I just be putting out keys, just putting out scenarios for the people to think about, for the public to hear, and so it ain't no big deal about nothing, and everybody gonna do them no matter what. But we do have to sit back and understand sometimes that it's a lot of perspectives out there, and you are not the only person, that you are teaching. And a lot of people don't understand that just because they don't understand that they don't feel like they're role models and that type of stuff. Okay, and I'm only going to make one point out of this, that when you think that you might not be a role model, or it's certain people that you just like, you don't care because you gonna do you regardless certain things. What happened, K? You froze up on me? I think you froze, bro. And just because you might not think that it's nobody really watching you like that, or maybe looking up to you like that. K, you ain't. It messed up. The reception messed up or something. Just because you might think that, don't mean that that's true. And it's a lot of people that's probably actually following and looking at your moves and looking at the things that you are doing, whether you might think they are or not. So you can still be a role model to somebody. Tell you back, I see you.
I'm back.
So you can still be a role model to somebody that you don't even know that's watching you. You know what I mean? And that's why I wanted to just piggyback off of what we were saying from before, because again, just because you think that out here doing your thing and everything is all good, it's people watching you, and not just haters and not just critics or that shit. It's people that's younger than you, that's probably in your family, that's looking up to you. Okay, that's people in your moves that's watching you, and they trying to see, um you know if your mistakes that you made, that they don't make, or the positive stuff that you did, they try to emulate. You know what I mean? So again, a lot of this stuff that y'all put on social networks, and how you present yourself, it definitely mean a lot to somebody somewhere down the line, regardless whether you know it or not. So, K,
Yo.
I was just wrapping it up, bro. And let me get one more perspective from you as far as people that's just they putting anything out on social networks. They really not tripping about certain things. And I was just saying that even when you think you're not a role model to certain people, you really are. Even when you don't know that it's people actually looking up to you, it probably is. You know what I mean? And so that's why you still got to keep it on a certain level, a certain perspective when it comes to the social networks and what you doing on the social networks. You know what I mean? What you think about that before we wrap it up?
I'm tell you like this. I got 6 kids. I take care of all. My oldest my oldest son's the head coach for Baloo High School. He coached the football. My
Dang,
youngest
bro.
is, like I said, I just got on Instagram like 6 months ago. So many people in my DMs telling me how much they look up to me. And I wasn't nobody kid. So now I got the bro. I didn't know the power of social media, bro. I told you I got the shit to make my wife mad. So many people be in my DM telling me how good of a father I am, and they look up to me and make me, you know what I'm saying? I got the man. I like damn. I ain't know before watching me. What the hell they doing watching me? I ain't no mobile. So now that make me like, damn.
Yeah.
People watch me, not think they ain't watching me now. I need to tighten up if somebody's watching me. Cause the day on my anniversary was the 31st. I swear to God. Little dude didn't even know. I went to the barber shop, get a haircut. I walk up to him. He say, "Tell me what that marriage life like." Man, he was going through a crisis, so I helped him through it. Guess what he said? I'm 27. I don't need to get married. I'm like, yeah. Especially if you want to do your thing.
Right. Right. For real. Yeah. And that's the thing. Good advice. Good advice, not bad advice. We gotta keep giving the good advice, especially to our own people. And so that's real what you said, bro. That's real right there, man. So it's definitely important how this social media thing work. And you can be a real influence on a lot of people. You just don't even know it. So that's real talk right there. Look, soldier, I appreciate you being on the show. You know what I mean? We done basically did a whole hour, so it was a pleasure rapping with you, man, and chopping it up, man. Getting your perspective on things, and man, let everybody know where they can find you if you even want anybody to find you.
Only one dog, 46 IG.
Yeah, yeah, y'all heard it live and
And don't
direct.
forget about KC underscore kitchen plug.
Yeah, yeah, y'all heard it live and direct. The kitchen
4 months in running.
plug.
4 months in running. She's been my chef for 21 years. I'm showing her off to the world.
For sure, for sure, and I'm happy to be a part of her situation as well, and making her a part of my situation. So we're gonna continue to promote her. The kitchen plug is live and direct. Okay, y'all make sure y'all go follow her on the IG. And this is Street Talk Media podcast. Thank everybody
Thank you for
for
having me.
tuning in. Man, yeah, man. This my man K Dog. Look, we representing, okay? Like, comment, and subscribe. The Street Talk TV podcast. We out of here. Gone.
Don't.
Thanks, K.
Man, no problem, man. Look, my daughter, she really played good for y'all. I don't know how she stays. Man, she let me.
She was
Hey,
quiet.
dog. She let me take her out there for a bike ride. I told her to come in here. Man, she hurt herself. Look at her. She hurt herself. And then she had came in here and let her sleep, dog. I said, no, I had the interview. Hold on. I got to show you this. Yeah. She let me do the interview.
Yo,
She
yo,
let me do the interview.
he did that. He did that. That's groovy.
Yeah.
Yo, one love,
Yeah.
soldier. I'ma holler at you later.
Okay. Send me the
Go.
link so I can watch the joint, whatever. Whenever you do the joint.
All right, I
Or tell me
got.
how I can see it.
Nah, it's gonna be live straight after this.
Oh, how what I link on?
You
How I watch it?
Street Talk TV. Just
All right.
like this. You see my sign in the back?
Is that? Do I watch it on online or
Yeah, online, YouTube, big dog.
YouTube? All right, YouTube. All right, good.
YouTube Soldier, we live and direct on the YouTube right now.
For real, I'm about to watch it right now.
Go back and watch it, Soldier.
I'm about to go back and watch it.
Yo, I'm out. I'ma holler at you.
Thank you.
Gone.